Hey, today's video is for people that are age 45 to 65, and if you have a pension, then you are part of the demographic that watches this channel. And let's face it, you have served your community for at least 30 years. And if you're a police officer, maybe 25 years, maybe a firefighter for 30 years. If you're a teacher, more likely 35 years. If you are a public defender, a prosecutor, you get it, you are a public servant, you put in your time helping out the public. You, in many cases, have foregone big corporate jobs, big corporate salaries, or even running your own business, but instead you've made it a point, your life mission, to serve the public. And with that comes a public pension. And for many of us, the pension really is supposed to be the golden ticket. Would you call that your lucky ticket? Well, Willy Wonka would. But what I'm here to say is that golden ticket really is supposed to be a promise of taking care of you in the future. What does that mean? That this pension is money you can count on every single month. And equally as important, that money every single month is supposed to have what's known as a cost of living adjustment to it. What's going on? Well, lots of people are concerned because the cost of living adjustment doesn't necessarily seem to be coming up with inflation. And when you have a gap between what was promised and what's actually happening, well, you can see there's lots of reason for concern. Like many of us, we put in 403B plans, we put in 457 plans. The little things here that were supposed to be hedges against inflation, okay, we have that taken care of, but the big question becomes, what about healthcare? And healthcare really is a significant concern, because there are those years that are between the age you retire and the age you're on Medicare that really needs to pay close attention to. I can give you a specific example. I have a friend who worked in Las Vegas for 30 years. He is collecting his pension right now, and with that, he should collect a pension. That pension does have a cost of living adjustment to it. So far, so good, but there's a small problem. There is a gap between healthcare coverage from when he was working to healthcare coverage when he could have Medicare at age 62 or 65. So if you're a public employee and you don't have healthcare coverage, all of a sudden people like him go ahead and start looking for other alternatives. And in this particular case, you realize he goes ahead and he lives in the Philippines for 9 months out of the year. Why the Philippines? He says that he can get his dental work done for $100. He can go get any kind of procedure done at the hospital for a few $100s, and that out-of-pocket expense really doesn't faze him too much because the cost of living is so different in a foreign country like the Philippines. And of course, the big question becomes, what's going on in the Philippines that makes their cost of healthcare so cheap? Or maybe more importantly, what the heck is going on inside of the United States that makes our healthcare so incredibly expensive? And maybe the big question is, if you're a public employee, what are you supposed to do? One thing you should do is hit like and subscribe. Why? Because it's for this channel. And of course, it doesn't cost you a cent, but it makes sure that the message from this channel gets out to people like us, Generation Xers, who have worked hard, have grown up and learned survival skills, and maybe more importantly, really need this timely information to help them prepare for the next phase of their lives. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I will appreciate it. Hit like and subscribe, and my way of saying thank you, I will share a picture of my dog Charlie with you. One of the big things facing people collecting a public pension is the fact that their costs for healthcare are not covered at 100%. When healthcare became less of an entitlement and now has become more of a business. So when I think of firefighters, I think of policemen, I think about people down at the courthouse who've gone ahead, put in their time and energy to serve the public. I notice that these people now don't have healthcare coverage. Many of these people don't have the healthcare they need right now while they are enjoying their pensions. And Lord knows we don't want 65-year-old police officers or 70-year-old firefighters or 75-year-old paramedics taking care of us. You kind of get the picture. This is part of the reason why we do have healthcare and why we do have pensions, particularly for those that serve the public. So I can share a couple of graphs with you, and these are troubling. You'll notice that a private healthcare insurance costs about $1,200 to $2,000 a month. And if you're scared by that thought, well, you're not alone. But the question is, so what are we doing as a society to help prepare for this? And what can people do right now to prepare for this future of uncertainty? Now, of course, in some cases, a police officer or a firefighter might enjoy a drop program where they stay on collecting their pension and do what's referred to as the double dip. Those things are okay, but once again, quite often they're paying for their own health insurance by that juncture. And so healthcare insurance didn't get any less expensive. It's just finding a different way to pay for it. And that really is a bigger problem. And so I'll remind you once again, my friend thought that the real solution was going over to a different country to get his dental treatment and his medical treatment, as opposed to being treated right here in the United States. So I can share with you that there's something referred to as the HELPS Act. The HELPS Act allows public employees to take $3,000 in tax deductions off their income in retirement. And of course, with every deduction, there is always some kind of a requirement. Make sure that there's eligibility issues are all met before writing this down in your taxes. And of course, like always, make sure you're consulting your... And of course, if you plan on using the HELPS Act deduction, make sure you've screened this with your financial professional or your accountant. No other reason than to make sure you are compliant. We don't want to ever give anybody bad ideas here, because once again, I'm just a guy on the internet that has you asking the right questions. And by asking the right questions, we know that we're protecting ourselves, our financial future, and of course, the here and now and the things that matter most to us. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention something about Policy Genius here. There is a link below in the description. Policy Genius is an insurance policy company that will help you find the right insurance policy to meet your needs, whether it's a temporary term policy, whether it's a whole life $1 million policy. The fact is that there are policies out there for every single one of us. Give us peace of mind, take care of the next generation, and make sure that we are prepared for the future. Go ahead and check out Policy Genius as the sponsor. Thanks. Let's continue. And of course, what today's video really was about, not allowing the next 5 years or so of your pension years to be ones where you're sweating it out, worried about an uncertainty, and particularly having to go to a different country to get health care. Instead, we're talking about being proactive and becoming aware of what the new resources look like moving forward. And with those new resources, you're doing the little things that count a ton. And we're talking about preparing for that uncertain future, about bridging the gap between pension collection and, of course, hitting the Medicare aid. And once again, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you're liked and subscribed, and I will join you next video. Thanks for being here today. You are awesome. Take care.